Hi and welcome to your handover video for the ix20. So the car comes with two keys. You've got the lock padlock on the key, which obviously locks all the doors on the boot, the unlock padlock which unlocks all the doors on the boot, and then the very bottom one, if the car's locked and you're shopping, just want to put something in the boot, press and hold it down for about 5 seconds, it will just unlock the boot, so you can open the boot, put your shopping in, close the boot then locks, the rest of the car stays locked. So we'll just open it up. Now before we get in, just look at the adjustment on the seat. So on the side of the seat, what you've got is this little lever here which you can pump it up or pump it down to raise and lower the seat. This wheel adjusts the backrest, and then you've got the bar underneath that you lift up to move the seat backwards and forwards. So we'll just climb in. Starting procedure, obviously key in the ignition, foot on brake, obviously the automatic gear selector is in park, and just then turn the key. I'll just turn the radio off and that for the time being. So in the driver's armrest, what you've got controls for all the electric windows. This button here is the power cut-off switch to the rear windows, stop young children etc. playing. Your wing mirrors, got left or right, that little switch in the middle there, and that's your touchpad you use to adjust the glass, and that button at the top, that will bring your wing mirrors in and fold them back out. On the right hand side of the dashboard, you've got your headlight levels. Normal setting is 0. It's only if you've got anything heavy in the boot that you would need to adjust that. This little rheostat here, what that does is just adjust the illumination level of your dashboard so you can get it right for nighttime driving. That button there is your traction stability control. Great safety aid is on by default, should have no need to turn that one off. This one here is a button where you can turn the parking sensors off. Only really applies to if you're towing anything, and obviously you know you got it on the back of the vehicle, but other than that, obviously help you with the parking. On around the steering wheel, the horn is anywhere in the center here. You've got your audio controls, you've got your Bluetooth buttons for your phone, and you've got your trick computer. So if we have a look at the dashboard, we've got your speedo, we've got your rev counter, and then in the middle here is the information screen. Okay, so at the moment it's showing us we're in P for park. On the right hand side you've got your fuel gauge, on the left hand side engine temperature gauge, and then it's showing you've got 72 miles of fuel in the tank, and the car's done 9,684 miles. Okay, now with this button here, if I was to press that, you can change that. As you can see, you go through the various screens, and if you want to reset any of those, just press and hold the reset button and it will reset any of those for you. So we'll put everything back to 0. There we go, we're back to the 72 miles of fuel. On the left hand stalk you've got your lights and indicators. So on this particular model there is an automatic setting on the lights, so you can leave it on automatic, and the car will obviously, as the light levels fall, put on your side lights then headlights. Okay, the only time you may need to override that is in bad visibility, rain, heavy fog, things like that. Okay, this inner band here is your front and rear fog lights. So if I put the headlights on, as you'll see, you've got your side lights and headlights. Your fog lights, if I twist it up once, you see the green indication comes on for your front fog light. Twist that up again, the orange indication comes on for your rear fog light, and to turn them off, just twist it up and then back down to the O for off. On the opposite stalk you've got your wipers. You've got intermediate setting, and again you can vary the time between short and long sweep. Twisty bit on the end gives you a rear wiper. To wash the windscreen, pull the stalk back towards the steering wheel. To wash the rear screen, then push the stalk away from the steering wheel. Now if you need to adjust the steering wheel, little lever just here, you can fold that down, move the steering wheel up and down, in and out, and then obviously remember to tighten it back up before you drive away. On your center console, your hazard lights are there. Central locker button is here, so when you start to drive away, the car will automatically lock itself. When you turn the car off, it will automatically unlock all the doors. So if you're stopping at the side of the road to pick somebody up, you'll need to press that button there to unlock the doors. As soon as they get in and fasten their seatbelt, as soon as you start to drive away again, the car will automatically lock. But that's the button to open and to lock and unlock the central locking system. Heater controls, again in the middle you've got your fan speed, and the outside you've got your temperature. Obviously red is hot, blue is cold, and then here you've got where you want the air to be directed to. Okay, that button there is your front demist, so again you can press that, turn the fan to number 4, and everything all goes to the screen. As soon as the screen is clear, just press that button and it goes back to your previous setting. Okay, that one there is your heated screen, rear screen, and your heated door mirrors. Your air conditioning, the blue light indicates the air conditioning is on. Obviously that indicates that you've turned the air conditioning off, and that one there just recirculates the air within the cabin without taking fresh air from outside. Below there you've got a USB auxiliary input and a power socket, and then obviously you've got the automatic gear selector. So I say we're in park at the moment. There is a little lever that you can see at the front there, so obviously to move the selector out of park you must have your foot on the foot brake, press that button in, and then obviously we can move it over into drive, and then away we go. Now with this car, as soon as you select reverse, your rear parking sensors and rear camera become active. Just pop her back in park for the time being, and by the base of the handbrake you've also got another power socket just there, and the handbrake obviously operates as normal. Now your radio CD player, if I just turn that on, as you can see at the moment it's on the navigation page. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at how to set a destination. So what you do to set a destination is you go to nav, addresses, and then postcode, and then obviously if you've got the postcode, so what I'll do is I'll just put the postcode in for the dealership here, which is SY1, and then it's a 4AB. I just need to put a space in, sorry, which is that one there. There we go. AB. Highlight that. Number 5 we are. Press OK, and then start. There we go, you can see it's starting the calculation of the route. So obviously what it does, it calculates the quickest and the shortest. Sometimes they're the same, as in this case, because we're only going 90 meters apparently. Press start.
Starting route guidance.
And obviously you can hear the guidance, as well as seeing the blue line on the screen there. Okay, so to stop guidance, if we go into nav, as you can see the stop guidance there is coming to play. Press that button and there you go, it's deleted the guidance. Now this button here, this rotating knob, you can actually zoom out, zoom in. Okay, so you can have a bit of control over that. You can just have the radio on, so if I press the radio button it obviously displays what radio station you'll listen to, and obviously you can increase or decrease the volume or use the audio controls on the steering wheel. So obviously that's the radio too, and you can just go to list, and as you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, and you just page up and down till you find the station you wish to listen to, but I'll leave it on radio 2 for you. Okay, and then your CD, obviously your CD goes in there, that's the eject button. Okay, now if you are driving at night with the radio on but want to listen to the radio but want the screen off, if you press the little moon button at the end it turns the screen off, but as you can hear your music still plays and everything. Right, just turn that off. Then in the glove box what you've got is you've got your handbook, you've got your service book and lock and wheel nut key for the alloy wheels. Now your fuel filler cap, that is on the rear passenger side, and the release is just at the base of the seat here. So if we just pull that, that will open up the fuel filler. There we go, normal unleaded fuel in there for you. It is all tethered, so it's not going to run away or anything. And then in the boot, obviously parcel shelf there. Under the boot floor you've got some additional storage space, and then underneath that tray at the bottom is your space saver wheel and tools. So there we have it, a brief video showing all the major controls and everything on the ix20 SE nav model. Really hope you enjoy your car.